They are determined, armed, but have received little training. These Libyans from the eastern part of the country are going off to fight rebels who have vowed to bring down the Gaddafi regime.
We're not asking for him to leave. We want him executed and hung in public.
Our reporter has been allowed to jump in the pickup truck and follow these fighters on their way to the town of Brega. The target lies at the end of this road, along the Mediterranean Sea. The aim of the mission is to retake control of a strategic oil complex with a port and an airstrip. These revolutionary forces are well armed, knives, grenades, as well as rocket launchers and machine guns. Change of plan. The convoy leaves the road and goes deeper into the desert. Most of the fighters are civilians, a popular militia with no commander. There's a clear lack of experience and organization, but the men are highly motivated, ready to die for their cause. The enemy is positioned only 800 meters away. Both sides exchange heavy fire, with sand dunes the only place to hide. The fighting goes on for several hours. Very much improvising, the rebel forces can only rely on their courage to defeat the enemy. They believe they are facing Libyan soldiers, but also foreign mercenaries hired by the regime. The group tries to advance, but the men are ill-prepared. They soon become exhausted.
We need to withdraw. Withdraw, everyone.
The rebels find refuge behind a sand dune.
Did you bring ammunition?
The rebels have spotted a tank the other side. They take the rocket launcher and start firing. The groups of fighters communicate by mobile phones.
They've just destroyed 24 vehicles.
The fighters remain in close contact, keen to boost each other's morale. Most have never experienced war. Far away they can see the oil installation.
Where are they? Next to the sea. God is great. God is great.
On the road to Brega, a pickup truck has brought food and water, fresh supplies for a short break before resuming the operation. Despite still coming under fire, some of them take the time to pray.
My friend.
But the fighting continues and Colonel Gaddafi's warplanes have launched an airstrike on their location.
The airport is now free. The February 17th revolutionaries managed to retake control of it. The pro-Gaddafi men who were there are now chasing us, but we've encircled them.
Ambulances are taking care of those injured. The rebels are now worried the army will carry out an airstrike on Benghazi, the revolutionary stronghold. This has been the regime's first counter-offensive on the eastern half of the country, possibly a turning point.